Historic athletic announcement. We're here on the Rhodey Plaza next to Hodzik Field, part of the beautiful Plaster Athletic Complex. This facility, which opened in late September of 2017, without any question, created a home field advantage for outdoor sports programs. In the past 7-8 years, we have established ourselves as serious contenders in the always challenging Heart of America Athletic Conference. Matter of fact, last year in 2023-24, nearly half of our athletic programs sent individuals or teams to the respective national tournaments. It truly is a great time to be a Mustang. Yet one of the burning questions then and now has been, when will we start football? Even after doing a positive, in-depth feasibility study in 2016, our board of directors decided then to put a pause on the football discussion with the phrase, "no for now." And that's been the standard for several years. Yet since 2015, we've added other new sports, such as men's and women's bowling, men's volleyball, competitive cheer and dance, and most recently last year, women's lacrosse. In doing so, coupled with a strategic plan to increase numbers in our traditional sports, we've increased roster sizes from approximately 385 student athletes in 2015 to over 600 today. So without a doubt, young people see the value in a Mount Mercy education, and they want the opportunity to compete in the blue and gold. And with that said, today I'm excited to announce we are adding a new sport. It is without any hesitation and support from our Board of Trustees that it is now time to say, and I quote, "Yes for football." It's our intention to get this process going right away, and I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but it's our intention to compete beginning in the fall of 2026 within the Heart of America. The head football coach search is probably the most important decision we'll make here. This individual has to be the right fit. In doing so, our job has been posted, or shortly will be, in several different outlets, and we're working with a regional sports consulting group to lead the search. We are anticipating an incredible amount of interest, and we hope to have initial conversations with candidates within the next 2 weeks, with the ultimate desire to have a new head coach on campus as soon as possible, depending on their situation. This coach needs to be a winner, one who can build a program from the ground up, is a dynamic personality that can recruit, can fundraise, and be a prominent face in this community for years to come. That long-term commitment is something we're really going to stress. A coach who will instill the Mercy values and create a culture where student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field, within our campus, and the Cedar Rapids communities. Leading young men who are not only great football players, but servant leaders and champions of character. To discuss more what this edition of football means to Mount Mercy, I would like to introduce Mount Mercy President Todd Olson.
First of all, thank you, Paul, not only for your exciting and dynamic words this morning, but for your excellent and principled leadership of our athletic department at Mount Mercy. Let's give this gentleman a round of applause. Secondly, I want to note that we have the enthusiastic support of our board at Mount Mercy. We're very grateful for that, and our board chair, Michelle Bussey, is with us today. Michelle, you represent the kind of dynamic leadership that's helping us to move forward in this environment. We're very grateful to you as well. We also have our wonderful partners from St. Ambrose University here, and we'll turn to President Novak in just a moment. Very glad that you and colleagues from St. Ambrose are joining us today. I want to make a couple of comments as we get started. I have seen firsthand through my own life experience working at 5 different universities the kind of difference, the kind of excitement and sort of galvanizing energy that a football program can bring to a college campus. I saw that at my own undergrad alma mater, the University of Minnesota Morris. You haven't heard of them as a national powerhouse. The SEC's not coming looking at them. But it still was a wonderful organizing point and source of energy on that small campus. I did my graduate work at the University of Kansas, which, to be honest, was always better at basketball than football, but still had a wonderful tradition. And I saw what, at the time, back in the old days, was the Big Eight. And I saw what football meant in that conference, which was legendary. And I saw a very principled football program at Georgetown University, where I worked for many years, was part of leadership in that conference. And that was an honor for me. And again, I saw all the positive stories that could come out of a program like this. So I want to note, we're very enthused about this new direction. And as we look at launching this football program, we're also taking a serious look at adding a marching band at Mount Mercy. We'll have more to say about that very soon, and looking at other organizations and initiatives that can move us forward in terms of engaging even more of our students in these powerful co-curricular activities. So stay tuned for more news about that. Adding football in this time of change, transition, frankly turbulence in higher education is going to be a powerful strategy to move forward with our enrollment growth. It is a powerful strategy to strengthen the sense of community and connection for our students and for our campus. And it is a powerful strategy to be an even more meaningful contributor to this neighborhood and the Cedar Rapids community. So I'm enthused about those opportunities. I also have seen, as A.D. Gavin noted, the importance of having a coach who both is driven to win and is also driven to excel in terms of building a culture that's positive in terms of academics, character, and giving back to the community. So I'm excited to launch that search and see that we have a leader who is up to this important task. Finally, I want to reflect on some events that happened right over here 6 days ago and up at our Hennessy Recreation Center 7 days ago. At Hennessy last Friday night, we recognized 3 new members in the Mount Mercy Athletic Hall of Fame. They brought with them stories of a fairly new bowling program from just a few years ago, of a cross-country program that has real strength and has been building for some time, and of going back a few more decades of an early basketball program. And our winner that night, Al Dierberg, had with him his starting 5 from just a few decades ago. And the stories that came out that night from all 3 of those inductees were remarkable. They were stories about hard work and heroism and taking risk. The next day, we recognized 50 years of Mount Mercy softball, and we had a great crowd right over there and told great stories, including one of my favorites. We had an alum who reported that Sister Clementine used to ride along on the team bus decades ago and assure the students, "You do the playing, I'll do the praying." And so my point there is we have had a wonderful athletic program for decades at Mount Mercy. That program in so many ways has produced compelling stories and made a difference in the lives of thousands of people. I'm enthused about what this new program will mean in the years ahead. And I'm imagining a gathering some years from now where the alumni from our football program start to come back and tell their own legendary stories. That's where we are headed. We're headed toward building a dynamic and vibrant future here. I am so enthused to share this day with all of you. And I'm also enthused to introduce my colleague, partner, and friend, Dr. Amy Novak, who's president of St. Ambrose University. Amy, please.
Thank you, Dr. Olson, and thank you, Paul, and thank you to all of you who are gathered with us today to really celebrate this exciting new venture for Mount Mercy University. This is a milestone that represents new beginnings, growth, and a deepening of the community spirit here at Mount Mercy. And for many, football is more than just a sport. It brings people together, creating camaraderie, fostering school pride, and building lasting traditions, much like many of the sports we have here at Mount Mercy today. But with the start of this program, we are giving our student athletes a unique opportunity to compete at a high level, develop their talents and experience, and the type of teamwork and leadership that we know is part of the Mount Mercy athletic experience. And this program also marks a new chapter in Mount Mercy's rich history, and we are thrilled from the St. Ambrose perspective to be part of such an impactful venture. Starting a football program opens lots of doors. As Dr. Olson mentioned, it's football, but it can also be marching band, an expansion of cheer and dance. It's an ecosystem of activity that will begin to happen here on Saturdays, beginning in the fall of 2026. It brings with it the opportunity to develop a vibrant game day culture, to have tailgating, to have board members and community leaders coming together to cheer on and celebrate our teams in much the same way we experience with many of our other sports, where families come together to cheer on members of the Mount Mercy football team. So we know this is much more, much bigger than just the start of another program. This is in fact putting a stake in the ground to continue to lift Mount Mercy, to continue to grow its impact across the state and region, to continue to be a leader in athletics and in academics, and in pushing the university forward to be an impact in the Cedar Rapids community and beyond. As partners with Mount Mercy, as partners with Dr. Olson, as partners with Athletic Director Gavin, we are pleased and proud to support and walk alongside all of the new student athletes who will be part of this exciting program here at Mount Mercy. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for being part of what is a new tradition and will be a new tradition, and in launching this exciting venture for our future.
So now we'll open it up to questions. Anybody who has one for either myself or either Todd or Amy. We will do, if the media wants to do one-on-one interviews with any of us, we'll make ourselves available after the Q&A. So any questions? Nothing. All right. All right. Well, with that said, I want to thank you all for attending. We will keep you up to date on our progress over the next couple of years for sure. But please, mark your calendars, early September 2026. Tickets soon available online. I'm not real sure, but we'd love to have you here for our first home game. And again, thank you very much for attending today. Take care.